Go.
Hello, my name's, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well,
Joseph Palacios. I'm a candidate for County Commissioner Precinct 4.
Okay. So you're running up against an incumbent.
Yes.
And what do you hope to do differently for the precinct?
Well, I want to try to bring real progression to the county. The county's growing exponentially right now. There's a lot of infrastructure demands that we have. There's a lot of, with the economy going down, there's a lot of economic development that we're not taking advantage of. We're not out there trying to secure a lot of state and federal funds that are out there. Basically, what I want to do is just come in, play an active daily role with working with building partnerships with state agencies, federal agencies, try to do everything and anything to get out there and secure and get some of these programs on the in the works. Whether it's drainage, whether it's road infrastructure, whether it's sanitary needs, whether it's going green, regardless of the matter. But there's a lot of things that we need to start taking advantage of, and that's what I'm hoping to bring to the table.
Okay, a lot of the voters may not know who you are. Can you tell them a little bit about your background?
Absolutely. I've been a public servant all my life. I've served. I've been 16 years of experience. I've served the U.S. government as a soldier. I was a flight medic for 4 years. After doing that, I came back to the Valley. I worked for Tropical Texas here in Edinburgh. I used to work with the mentally challenged. I did that for several years, up until where City of Mission brought me on board to help them with a lot of their state and federal grants. I worked with them for about 4 years. I was real successful on a lot of the infrastructure grants that they were asking me to work on. Had a 90% pass ratio on a lot of my grants. After doing that, I went out in the private, in a private enterprise to do that for several cities. Was successful at that, but I just realized that the greater feeling was doing it directly there with the city. So what I ended up doing, I took an offer from the city of Edinburgh. I did about a year with the city of Edinburgh. Worked on all their special projects. The city hall, the library was on for some of the projects I worked on. Shortly after, the county was looking for a chief of staff. They too were looking for a progressive movement. They courted me. I went ahead and took an offer a couple years ago to work for the county. Since then, we've been able to switch a lot of our operations to in-house so that we can stretch the tax dollar. And really, that's been my job: is how can we progress a lot of the programming that we're doing? How can we stretch the tax dollar, because there's only so much that you can do. So they brought me on board specifically for those reasons. Through the last couple of years, I loved what I did. I loved helping people directly. We used to average 300 phone calls a day. We're down to about 40. Just shows that we're doing good work out there. But through the couple of years, I got the greatest passion to serve. I want to do it as an elected official so that I can be there steering the boat to where I feel it's the most effective path. I'm just here to try to find out what are the better sensible plans and build partnerships, whether it's with the court or any agency out there.
Okay. Just a brief recap, what does the county commissioner do?
County commissioner oversees the commissioner's court, which basically you got a couple of different precincts. You got county-wide operations, health department, you name it, planning, zoning. You got everything out there. Basically, they're the administrators of the court, where your day-to-day county business goes through the court and it gets voted on. Basically, their job is to oversee all the operations, not just the precinct operations, but all the county-wide operations.
Last question. So where does your district start now?
It basically encompasses all of Edinburgh. Some of the rural areas on the east side up to 493. On the west side, it's Benson Road, which is the McAllen area. In the McAllen, we cover a good chunk of the north side, and there's a segment down in the south from 8th Street to Benson Road, which goes all the way to the expressway. So basically, you got a good dynamic of all levels of income. We represent all levels of income.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck on your race.
All right.
We'll see you.
All righty. Thank you.